only a matter of time. Oh, it's hail. Oh. This is icy. Blimey. It's ow. Yeah, so it's nice icy hail. I mean, all hail's icy, but good morning. Another cold, somewhat wet. It's just been raining, but not at the moment. And well, at the moment no wind either, so we're definitely winning on this one. I was slow to get up this morning, absolutely knackered, but I've checked out of where I've been staying the last 2 nights. Back on the road for a long old drive back down to Glasgow today, pick up my brother, and then an early start tomorrow up to Glencoe. So this is my last morning up in this area, so I'm just ploughing through some moorland at the moment. So last night the temperature plummeted, the weather was hectic, but we now have a little bit of snow on some of the summits and the mountains around. So I've already driven the length of the glen. The plan to, I mean, when you drive, I want to say westwards, you get a much better view. So I wanted to drive down, suss it, see what the weather's saying, and then drive back down and stop off and take some pictures. I'm in no rush today. Down at the end of the glen though, I noticed, won't be able to see it on the GoPro, there's a very nice mountain with a bit of snow, with these lovely pines and a few autumnal colours in front. So long lens on, classic Scottish kind of landscape vista. Get that in the bag straight away. I might just give it 10-15 minutes, see if any light happens. There's a lot more breaks in the cloud today. See, there's a bit of colour up, so it's worth just hanging around and seeing what breaks we get before heading back down, seeing if we can get some of the more epic mountain shots. But yeah, nice. Feels a bit different today, it's good. So this kind of shot's right up my street. It's very simple composition, got the long lens on. You know, there's not really too much to think about, which suits me down to a T. And you see here, we're now getting a bit of light come through these clouds. So whether we get any light on the mountain, I don't think so, but we might get some of that kind of deflected colour as it breaks through the cloud, to add a few tones in. So we just have the mountain centre frame. It's got lovely soft tones to it, obviously the pines in the foreground, nice soft clouds on top. It's really, you know, no thought went into this. It's just such an obvious, nice view of the mountains, just sitting perfectly behind the trees. And it's nice to try to feel myself take a photo, and I can not be running around panicking or running out of battery. So I'm feeling very organised this morning, very calm and subtle. We'll see what happens. Maybe in half an hour the light will change and I'll start running around like a headless chicken again. But at the moment, it's all very simple. Oh yes, okay, so I'm just going back up on the hill where I was yesterday morning to try and get that panorama, whatever you call it. The light on the mountains is amazing. Look at this. So I just did the old smash and grab, jacked up the ISO on the camera and just did a load of handheld shots from so I've done a fairly good job at balancing the tripod. If anyone has any tips on how to balance a tripod on uneven ground when you're in a rush, please let me know, because it's the bane of my life. But here we are, got the sun rising behind us, and it's just going to fill the scene with light come through, which is going to give a really nice depth of field, contrast. It's what I was hoping for yesterday and we didn't get it. Hopefully as it comes up we'll get a bit more light on that big lump of rock over there. So similar to the last shot, I'm just going to continue to shoot through it as the light changes. Paying careful attention to the histogram, especially when we get some direct sunlight on the snow. That's likely going to blow out, so just need to be wary of that. But what a beautiful scene. Happy I came up here yesterday and found this spot, so I had a go-to this morning. And yeah, what a beautiful place. What a beautiful place, and what a beautiful morning. If you stick at it long enough, spend all that time out in the rain and the wind, then it does pay off eventually, for sure. And here we are, amazing. So it actually looked like we had a bit of snow come across the mountains. As it nears us, it looks like it might be rain. Who would have thought? Who would have thought it was going to be raining today? So the sun does want to break through. I know it does. It wants to do its best. So I'm just going to turn my old lens away from the rain. That is probably going to hit us in the next 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah, it's coming in properly. So what we're going to do is wait and see what happens. Of course, if the sun breaks through, we might get another rainbow. Pretty exciting. So let's just see what unfolds as these two cars do battle. And let's wait for this to finish. I just hope there's not a rainbow behind me because I can't see it. There's no way I can take a picture of it. Jesus Christ. Woo! Hell dance. This is worth getting wet for. Even if we don't get anything, you have to be in it to win it, and that's I'd say the key to landscape photography. A lot of getting the shot isn't usually the hard part. It's just the access. It's getting to the right spots at the right times of day, which is usually very early or very late when people want to be tucked up in bed. And then if you want to get the atmospheric shots, which are my favourite, you're going to have to be in the mix when it's raining, when it's windy, when it's cold, snowing, hail. because that's where you get the magic. So it's all fun and games really. I'm never that far away from a dry car, semi-dry change of clothes. And then now we've got the rainbow. Boom! This is what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. We got the rainbow. How about that? And they're enjoying it as well. Woo! Okay, so that was fun. The light has disappeared behind this big bank of clouds, so I think that's the last we're going to get out of this wonderful location. I'm pretty cold and wet now. Need to go get my down jacket on, sit in a warm car for a few minutes, dry off a little bit, maybe find some dry socks. I'm going through about 4 pairs of socks a day at the moment. That was brilliant though. I feel with Scotland and the time of year, you know, you get so many different conditions that you want to shoot to. For example, in winter you get the really beautiful soft tones, those pink hues in the snow, where it's lovely high pressure, and you see those kind of photos everywhere. Any cafe you go into, or a mountain lodge like the one I was staying in. And that's something I really want to come back for, maybe this winter if I'm able to. When it comes to autumn, spring, probably summer, basically any time besides those rare cold still winter days, you're kind of looking for drama, and that's where the wind, the rain, the hail, the dark clouds and sun all come into play. The sun is the deciding factor really. It's when you get a break of light through, but it's fun. What I particularly like about it is it's dynamic. So with landscape photography, a lot of people, I think, and rightly so a lot of the time, just see it as you go out, find a nice spot, you stand there, you wait there, you wait there, you wait there, take a picture. And quite often that is the case, but you can't plan for light. You can plan for where the sun's going to be rising, where it's going to be setting, where it's going to be in the sky, so where it should be going. But there's so many variables, so the key is just to get out, get in the mix, and then once you're there, adapt and shoot to what you see. And I find that quite dynamic. It's a lot of fun, and it means you might go out with a picture in mind, or a location in mind, or a frame in mind, but you rarely will ever come out with a shot you plan on going to get in the first place. And quite often you leave with something you're happier with, something you never even thought of. That happens to me more often than not, and maybe it's just because I'm not that good so I'm not able to execute what I plan, but I find it more fun that way. It's best to go in with no expectations, no pre-planned hope, or, you know, of what you want to get. Just go, be so beautiful, enjoy being present where you are, enjoy the scenery, the landscapes, the wildlife, and then hopefully leave with a couple of nice shots as well. Can't ask for anything more than that. But now I've earned my coffee. I need my coffee. I think it fry ups on the cards as well.